talk about being on the edge. Pooch is on the edge right now. Sick and tired, being sick and tired, trying to get ready, trying to do something not really new, but something that's been working, and things just wasn't going the right way tonight. And woo, close. Pooch is real close. Just blowing a fuse. But this will take the edge off. So we think,
y'all should have seen him before. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Linda, Eileen, Piggy, Justin. Glad you're here. You guys should have seen him right before I hit the go live.
Yeah, everything's cattywampus. I don't know what kind of outfit she's trying to run over here, but this
not me, man.
This just was a fiasco within itself for some reason tonight. I don't even
y'all
know why.
Seen him. Y'all should have seen him.
Yeah, I was trying to. We were going to try to go live from in the house, in front of the tree and all of that, but the cameras, for some reason, which I checked all of it yesterday and made sure everything worked. It was working fine. I get inside, hook it all up, nothing. Well, it was showing up, but it wasn't allowing me to stream off of it. So, and we jacked with that right up until 10 minutes, a little after, and it just wasn't happening. So then we come out here, and I've got this place in such disarray because I pulled half the stuff out of here, took it in there. I mean, just, a lot of that kind of stuff. And I'm a little bit agitated, but it's going to be all right. We're going to be all right. But I hope everybody's having a good week, good Wednesday. Just a couple more days. A few more days and it's Christmas. One more day of work, and then I'm off. So, what's...
Kick a boot, Crafty Cat says, take a chill pill, Pooch.
I got my cold snack right here. But yeah.
Old Man King Homestead is in the house.
Hey, Peter.
So is 12 Stones Ranch.
Byron.
Linda Peterson.
Linda, howdy, ma'am.
Oak
and
is in the
Justin
house.
And Carrie Oak. But yeah, I don't even know. I was really wanting to do this tonight from inside, but maybe better luck next time. Who knows? Maybe Christmas or something. If we do a live Christmas day or whatever, we'll have it from now. Because Pooch will be working on that. Either something will get wrecked or baby's Christmas tree might take the brunt of everything. I don't know. No, but yeah, it was just,
Hey, Brian.
You know how things go when you're really trying to do something. And it wasn't that I waited to the last minute, but actually I kind of did because we went and ate dinner, got off work, went and ate dinner, and then baby had to stop and get dog food. I came on home, which when I was headed home, I only had like an hour actually to do the setup in there. And of course, I figured it would go better than it did, but it didn't. And
well, it didn't go at all.
It didn't go at all. I got stuff tore up out here, stuff in the house, in the middle of the living room. And so, of course, I'm going to have to clean it all up and bring it back out here. But I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it's just that time of year, everybody rushing around, trying to shop, trying to finish up stuff at work. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay, none of that has anything to do with your camera rigmarole setup fail. None of that. She's going shopping, rushing around.
I can't blame shopping because I ain't been shopping.
Blame nothing.
I don't go shopping. But yeah, I can blame the frustration though. But yeah.
On what? You hadn't done no shopping, so you can't blame that.
Frustration on just being frustrated because it wasn't working. Even Sonny got in there and tried to help real quick, but I don't know.
Brian
it'll be all
says
good.
you are going to be all right. Byron says it sounds like a juggling routine, Pooch.
It was.
Justin said he's ready to be off work as well.
Man, me too. I'm ready to be off. And I think, of course, I don't have that much time off, but hey, 4-day weekend with another 4-day weekend back on that one. So yeah, I can't complain. That's plenty of time off.
Little
Hey,
Ridge Farm is here.
welcome in. Baby's been off all week and this week.
No, I got off Thursday evening late.
Well, yeah. And then this week, next week, and the week after. But
I go back to work in January.
Yeah.
Hey, Treasure Hunter.
Hey, Neil and Beth. But I hope you folks have been taking care of y'all's business and are getting ready for it all. You know, we're waiting on some cold weather, which that's something I did do when I got home. I did turn the water off to part of the stuff. I still didn't do the baño. But we're having to get ready for a freeze down here. I think Friday morning, 9 degrees with a wind chill of -9. So
yeah, be a little chilly.
A lot of prep into that because we don't need no busted pipes.
Piggy says hi to everyone. He is listening in the background while working on something.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Piggy.
What you working on, Piggy?
Yeah, tell us what you're working on.
Carrie says, I did that one year to my Christmas tree. She took a baseball bat to it after Christmas, of course.
That sounded fun. Hey, but Oak is good with a bat because I've seen her in action working over a pallet one day. And she did. She put the hurt on it, that's for sure.
Heather's here.
Howdy, Heather.
Justin said he's still getting things together for his trip to his mom's tomorrow for Christmas, but he will be listening in and he'll chat in at times.
Quite all right, sir. Quite all right. We actually had an early family Christmas gathering with Nana and
my sister,
her sister, and her 2 brothers, and her other, well, 2 sisters, 2 sisters. And then Christina was there and the family, but we had a good time with that with Nana, as we always do, because we get to eat good and play good. And
speaking of eat good, y'all should see what his mom delivered.
Ooh,
it's still in your
yeah.
truck. You need to bring it in.
Amazing.
His mom, my mother-in-law, she's Wanda, precious Wanda. I love her. I don't know if I told you guys, but so last week we had in my classroom, we had our Christmas party. And Wanda, my mother-in-law, so sweet. She quilted some quilts for the little boys and little girls. And I gave that to them as part of their Christmas gift. And of course, I told them that Grandma Wanda sent it to them. So they were all happy to get that. Beautiful quilts. And then today she shows up at Mike's job and delivers cookies and candies.
Cookies and muffins, and little cakes and candy, and this is every year thing with her.
I love it.
Boy,
it's so yummy. Because I can't.
All kinds of
like
Christmas
that
treats.
Cook like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then she also had some quilts that you got to give your sisters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So, she had some extra quilts. And Wanda, if you're listening, my sister said thank you. Dolly said thank you. I let them know that those quilts were from you. So thank you so much.
Nana loved hers.
They did. They loved them. Piggy said he was trying to organize his rotary tool set, what there is of it, and now he's going to work on a crochet piece.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, my rotary tool set's out there in just as much disarray too. Probably Piggy.
MT Homestead is here.
Howdy, Mike and Terry. I know it's one of them. Terry might be both of them because MT Homestead's following Full Blown Country, Pretty and Pooch right after this at 8 o'clock. So y'all be sure and stay tuned for that one. And but yeah, I know I got some other exciting news that I want to be able to share. I'm not ready to share it right now, but boy, is it exciting for me that I got to hear from our littles this week.
You can share it here.
You think?
Yeah.
Well,
okay, well, you got to explain for those people that don't know or that are new. Okay, I'll explain it, and then I'll let you tell the secret.
Okay.
No, you just tell.
No, go ahead.
No, you do. You got.
You're
better at it.
But anyway,
it's such good news.
I call her my littles, and I also call her my daughter. But
which is my daughter, Caroline.
Her biological daughter. Now, luckily, I got to be a part of this young woman, this girl's life at a good, perfect time of age, which I wish it would have been sooner and earlier. But
She was in 7th grade.
I still became a part of their life when she was young. And of course, Pooch immediately fell in love with Littles. Just, we clicked. We bonded real quick. And I never will forget the first time that Tish was going off on a trip of some
Business
sort.
trip.
And her and I had only been dating a few months, maybe then.
Yeah.
But she was all worried about Caroline getting to and from school and all this because she was in junior high, 7th grade, I think. Yeah. And, I said, babe, you go ahead. You go. I'll take care of Littles or Caroline, mind you. And that, I know it took a lot for her to not only entrust Caroline, her daughter, with me as a mother, but also just entrusting Caroline with me as a male from,
Oh my gosh. If you guys don't know my backstory, I'll tell y'all some other time. It's too long, but for her to entrust another male and for me to trust another male after what happened in our family, it was a lot. I was so nervous, but Caroline was 11 or 12.
Mhm.
She is 22 now. And so she and Mike did bond
pretty quick, actually. And I fortunately was the one that got to, well, I went to everything that she had. We did cheer. She was a cheerleader, softball, played softball, and oh boy, I missed the softball days watching softball.
Band director.
She was in band. She was the band. Not the band director. She was what's the lead band? I can't even remember what it is now.
She was the leader.
Yeah, but she was the leader of the band in high school throughout junior and senior year.
Mm-hmm.
She got to lead the band, marching band at that, which was awesome. Homecoming.
Drum major, that's it.
Drum major.
Yes, thank you.
Homecomings, dances, recitals. Oh God, what was the other big one?
You were her date to the cheer. She was a cheerleader, and you were her date.
I was her date to the cheer
banquet.
I mean, I did everything, anything and everything that I could with her, and it was not a matter. There was no question. Pooch was going to do it. But anyway, her and I, even the week that baby was gone, and entrusted me with her. I'm taking her to the shopping, and
You took her to the Mexican mall, which she wanted to go to because which I never took her. What's hilarious, and there's no judgment or anything like that. But the area that the Mexican mall is in has gone really not such a good area anymore. So me as a single mother was not going to ever take her by myself, and I didn't date any. I was a single mother, just single mom period, and never dated. And then boom, here comes Mike. But so I never wanted to take her to the Mexican mall to get Mexican candy because the area was bad and I was scared. So but while I was on my business trip, they took a trip to the Mexican mall. He bought her Mexican candy. She even asked him again if he would take her again. I mean, they went shopping and
I went clothes shopping with her. Picking out shorts, sets, dresses, prom dresses, anything and everything, event dresses. I got to take her.
And a little more to the story, it makes it sweeter. So since I was a single mom for 10 years, just solid single, me and my 2 children, and I think that, and I did not date, and I think that's why it's super hard. It was super hard for me to let go and to trust, because I really thought when I got married to the kid's dad, we had our children, Tristan and Caroline, together. When I was married to their biological father, I really thought that was it. That was the only marriage, and till death do us part. I really thought that until he betrayed me and my family and my children. And so 10 years solid, me and my kids. And then God brings Mike into the picture, and it really took a lot of hard work from Mike. I really do appreciate you. A lot of hard work from Mike, because um, I'm a hard firecracker to get to know, and for me to gain somebody's trust. And
But we hit it
even
off
when,
pretty good too, right off the
yes,
bat.
but even when Mike started, we started learning how to blended parenting is tough, if anybody knows anything about blended parenting. But blended parenting is tough, and it's really tougher when you're with me, because I wasn't sure how Mike parented when we first started dating. I didn't know, and we'll have to go all the way back up and read.
Yeah, I'll let you.
But
scroll it down.
We'll catch up on the comments, I promise. So we, in the midst of when Carolyn was started turning 16, the tricky years started coming at 16 and 17. Not just tricky, but I thought, where the hell did my daughter go? Because she went from sweet Caroline to what the hell happened? And she and I are so much alike. We are almost identical. Yes. It was, and I never thought we would go there. Like, I always thought I knew my daughter, but anyway, things happen and kids grow up, and we butted heads bad. Well, then I started thinking to myself, after we would fight so bad, just yelling at each other, and she was disrespectful to me, I was disrespectful to her, shut up and all that. And yes, I'm a Christian, but I cuss a little. But I would then start thinking, okay, I need some help. And the only person that I felt like I could trust to help would be Mike. And I was like, you know what? I need you to step in. Like, I need you to help me. And he stepped in all right. And that's where their bond grew even more. And I think that's what I really loved about Mike even more, because the two of them started sharing and siding with one another, as quote unquote siding. Mike really listened to Caroline, where I wasn't in a place, because we were fighting so bad, for me to really listen, because she wasn't hearing what I was saying. I wasn't hearing what she was saying. They bonded. And so for years now, Caroline has been thinking about this. And on, was it Thursday night or Wednesday night?
Sunday
night. Now you can talk.
Well, we'll get jumping into stuff, but I just take pride in all the first and all the good stuff that a father gets to do with their children. And I never had a daughter, always wanted a daughter, and I look at them as my kids and as my daughter and son. But when we got married, and even before we talked of even getting married, I told her that I wanted to do something to take the kids as my own, adopt them. In other words, give them my last name if they saw. But in the end, also just to adopt them. Period. But I was told this past Sunday, with a very, very well thought out, well read, what she had to say to me, asking if I would be her daughter, or if asking if I would adopt her to be my daughter. And I was like, of course. And believe me, I had to sit back and listen to this a couple times, but I couldn't talk really, because I was choked up and I was trying to process this whole thing. But my daughter wants me to adopt her. And not only adopt her, she wants to take my name as well, which I thought, how awesome is that? Not only awesome, but believe me, Pooch was crying like a baby. Pooch couldn't even, and he could break down right now if I could actually. But I thought, of course I will. And I also told them both that I wanted to from the get-go. But with the words that she spoke to me, because Mama knew about this a little bit prior to me knowing.
I did know. I knew she's been. So I'm going to back up a little bit. And Mike wanted to adopt the kids when we decided that we were going to get married. But they were both, yes, and he understood, but they were both in, of course, Tristan was already in college.
Going to college.
Yeah, he was going to college, and
high school.
And Caroline was a young girl.
And so thankful.
Struggling.
I got to reach her at the time that I did.
Struggling with being abandoned by her biological dad, who to this day, he just doesn't, he's never participated in their lives. And I'm not going to bash, but it's been rough on my daughter. And as a mother, and Oak, I saw that you have 2 girls too. As a mother, to not have a daughter and a son, because it's affected my son as well a lot. But for Caroline, she longed for a relationship with her biological dad. And she did everything she could to try to connect with him after he got out of
which
prison.
Wasn't her job to do.
That's right. It wasn't her job, exactly. And he just, for whatever his reasons are, again, maybe it's shame. Maybe he feels like he doesn't know how to be a father. I don't know. I can't speak for him. I don't know. But he has chosen to not participate in their lives. And Caroline, and she would tell you this because she's shared her story on my radio show some, but when she was 17 and 18, because she longed so much for her father, she was looking for love in all the wrong places, and just to try to fill that void. Well, then she found God, and she knew that there was nothing, no man, no one could ever fill that void aside from a relationship with God. But even as a child, a daughter here on earth, a young kid, a young child, you still long for, even as an adult who's lost her dad, I still long for my dad, my mom. So I guess it doesn't matter what age you are, but she still longed for a relationship with her father. And then it became a relationship with a father. And she's been going back and forth with this decision, and no pressure from me. Like, I never told them they should, or will they, or what. I never questioned them about that. The opportunity, the offer was there in the beginning when we got married, but the kids just weren't ready. And it was just a few months ago that Caroline came to me and she told me that she was ready. She was ready to ask Mike to adopt her, and she wanted to take his last name. And she asked me if I would help her with it. And then later she said, "No, Mom, I don't need you to help me with it. That's something me and Mike can do together." And the fact that my daughter finally feels like, and the words that she said to Mike were incredible. But she didn't know what having a father was like. She said it was sort of an outer-worldly thing that she just sort of processed through and worked through, and learned to live with until she couldn't live with it anymore. And then when she felt like she couldn't live with that loss or that void, then she started realizing that Mike really has been more of a father and is more of a father than her biological dad. Tristan, on the other hand, has taken on the responsibility of being the only man in mine and Tristan and Caroline's immediate family, being the only man in the family. He's decided that,
and very admirable.
Yes, very admirable. He decided that it was his duty and responsibility to take on the challenge, to break the cycle and the chain and the curse of the Young family. And so he wants to keep his last name. And he, not that he doesn't consider Mike his biological father, because he does.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that Mike's the only biological, or the only father that he has. He feels that it is his godly duty to destroy the curse that's on the young last names.
And he'll do it.
He will. Sorry.
Yeah, he will do it.
Gosh,
And that's,
can't.
and even in his words of expressing that, which he made sure and wanted to make sure of no disrespect to me. And I'm like, disrespect, that's very admirable of you. And you go and you conquer that. You take care of that, not only that name, because you're starting a new branch of that young name, as well as breaking that curse. So, you know, that's still my son too. And I love him just as much.
Yes.
But again, to go back, and I so wish I could have been involved in their lives much earlier, you know. But I'm grateful for every stinking minute that I got to be the first, to share the first, to instruct, to talk, to console through all the hurts, through all the anger, through all the upset, just everything that a father gets to do with his daughter. Taught her to drive.
He did teach her to drive.
Took her to get her license. And I made sure that she was going to do anything that she wanted to do. And of course, I named her my Littles, and it is stuck. And I have to show this, but I've got one. She hates it too, but
that's when she was
I put
little.
that crown on her one day when we were at, I know it doesn't come in all that well, but I put that crown on her. And
they were at Claire's, that Claire's jewelry store.
She was like, no. And I'm like, come on, just once. I just want to get a picture.
That is so stinking cute.
And my gosh, yeah. There ain't.
He's the cutest.
But again, I got to be in the most precious time of her life. And her and I can talk about anything and everything. She can come to me. I can go to her. I think we understand each other, talk each other out or down or whatever, which is awesome. Yeah. And I just love Tristan and Caroline so much. But I get to adopt her now. Not only adopt her, she's taken the Ross name. So that's even better. I'm like, dang it, you didn't get to have it long enough. And one day you're going to get married. But and what got this started too, which is, I know it's not ready. It's not time. But, you know, the good thing is the girl is smart. She's very head smart. And she thinks things through. She don't just go out and do stuff on a whim. She's got a little bit of her mama in her, where a little cautious, but yet I think she's pretty strong. And whatever she puts to her mind to do it, she's going to do it. And she does it well too. So, but I asked her, because we were playing a game is what we were doing.
Yeah,
what was
we were playing a game.
Called?
Oh gosh, we'll have to find out the name of that game.
But it was a very cool game that you play with just a group of people. Do you really know me or something like that?
Yeah, do you really know me? I think it's called Do you really know
But you pull cards, and it's got some deep questions involved with this stuff. And so we were playing that, which it was bringing out some deep stuff.
It was so cool. And like, I have to tell you something. Sorry, baby. I have to tell you one thing before I forget, because I forget. Even one of the cards was what asked, I can't remember the question. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the question. But what it brought out in my son, which I didn't know, and he's 27, is that his type of woman that he looks for is a feminine woman, like dresses, and which I was like, I had no idea. Like, that's his type. I mean, anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, anyway, but that we got on the question round to where it was asked someone, which your partner, but anyway, ask them something that you wouldn't normally ask. Isn't that how it was stated? Ask something that you wouldn't normally ask?
Yes, yeah.
And so, you know, I thought, because Priya and I, we're itching to be a lolly and pop. And so, but I asked Carol, I said, when will you give us grandbabies? And she had the most responsible answer as well. But even prior to that, because her and I talked about marriage and her getting married and her boyfriend. They've talked, which they've got a plan and they speak well of it. But anyway, that's what brought on that coming out, because she told me right before, she goes, oh, because we had to play a rock, scissors, paper game to see who was going to ask who the question. But we kind of changed it up and went ahead and just asked opposite. But anyway, she looked at her mom and then she told her, and then she also told me, oh, I'm going to ask you something. And I was like, uh-oh. I thought, what am I fixing to get into?
Yeah.
Because they were playing prior to me getting in this game. And I thought either they had a question that they wished I was there for to answer so I could dig myself a hole or something. But
well, I when she said that and looked at me, because she was supposed to ask him to adopt her on Christmas Day. But because of this game and because she, afterward, it was all over with, she said the time was just right. And that question and that all the deep conversation just it gave her the comfort and the confidence and the peace to go ahead and ask him. And so when she said, oh, I got a question to ask you, she looked at me and I was like,
and she said, I'm going to ask you.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. We're sorry for missing all the comments, but we had to tell that
amazing, oh yeah, very grateful
story.
And Pooch is excited.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Brian says, so when is that shop behind you going to take off Pooch at Full Blown Country?
What do I? When's that shelf behind you going to take off, Pooch?
Oh, it looks like a spaceship.
Probably looking at the lights. Yeah. Hey, I tried to be like Byron on 12 Stones. I had those lamps too. I just never put them on. So.
Oh no, Justin said, I just noticed when taking clothes out of the wash, I forgot to put soap in. Now he has to do it all over again.
Dad, blame it.
Sorry about that, Justin. Heather says, good to see you, Pretty and Pooch.
Good to see you
Heather. Carrie says, the story gives me hope. This story gives me hope. I'm like you, Tish, no dating and single mom for 10 years. Got a 7th grader. Wow.
I pray so, Oak.
I pray that so. Too. Wow.
Because every good woman, especially with young girls, and I know your girls are fairly young, and it's a prime time to have a male role model in their lives right now.
Well, not just any role model.
Well, right, but I pray so too.
Eileen says she is already your daughter now, and it will be on paper, and she will carry your name.
That's right, and she is.
MT Homestead, I had a lot of firsts with my boys, but the biggest was bailing them out of jail. Not proud of it, but it was something we shared. That's right. You know? Yeah.
Well, you go through whatever.
Oh, and everyone's saying that is so awesome, Pooch.
And I'm excited. I am. I told her I'd get on that immediately, and I sure did. I went to work and started downloading all the papers to fill out and get signed, and we're going to do it.
I'm so excited for y'all. And then Kickapoo Crafty Cat says, congrats on your new baby girl.
Ooh,
I'm a Lord.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. I'm not going to be crying. She also says that her dad has been gone for 45 years and she still misses him. And I do too. I don't think anyone ever stops missing a parent or anyone, a loved one they're close to that they lose. I think you just learned, we were just talking about this, you just kind of learn to live with the pain. I don't know. Carrie says, I really need to hear this story today. Thank you both for sharing. Of course. Yeah.
Well, I love the stories that you share too, Oak. So you have some amazing stories too.
Nunya, Texas on the back 20 is here.
Welcome in.
Cruising Scene says, beautiful story.
Thank you and welcome in.
Yeah. Awesome. Steve C says, hey, everybody.
Howdy, Steve C. Getting on.
That's awesome.
Nunya, Texas. But man, yeah, that's the best Christmas present Pooch could have. And it's been tough this year as far as Christmas shopping and gift. I mean, because Pretty and I love to gift and give, but we have racked our brains on trying to figure out things to give that we could give to our family. And boy, it's just.
Susie Jacobson's here.
Hi, Susie. Welcome
John Wiggs is here.
John Wiggs. But I've about just decided, well, I know I have, because I ain't got no time to go look. I'm just going to go to the bank and get gift cards, money cards, I guess, because, yeah, I'd rather be able to go use that money, add the money to their other money or whatever, and buy them whatever they want. So I've informed everybody, Pooch don't need nothing, so don't even try.
Gary Team Cash Show Australia is here. He says, hi from Oz. And in case I get sidetracked, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And if traveling, safe travels.
Thank you, and same
to
to you.
That's right.
And my mom come over today, other than bringing me those cookies for us and stuff she made, I told her the same thing. Do not think you have to get, you do enough by bringing these cookies over, which is plenty. Yeah. And my mom does do a lot for us, so she always baking food, cookies, bringing to us.
We love it.
Coming to decorate something.
Yeah,
and
so sweet.
I appreciate that more than anything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Janet Homestead, where you are? She's in the house. She says hello.
Welcome in,
Janet Homestead, where you are.
And I was even going to put a Christmas tree up back here. I ain't done that. It's kind of been crazy. I mean, I don't know what our deal's been, or it just feels like we've been overrun a little bit sometimes, doesn't it? Or at least to me it does.
I don't know that
I think we get in a bind or in a rut and just where I'm just going to kick back. I ain't doing nothing.
I don't feel overrun. I mean, I decorated inside the house, and I love all the Christmas decorations, and I think what I really think is that as the children get older, and look at Skittles, he's asleep.
Oh, my mister.
Our dog's under the table, and his eyes, he looks like he's been drinking a little.
Oh, my
but I think as the kids get older, then they honestly, they're both so good, and they don't say they don't want anything, and so that I guess because we're so used to buying them things because they're when they were younger, and now it's hard. You feel like you're not.
Yeah, and I'm the type. I usually listen and try to pick out things to give, even my parents, but they haven't mentioned nothing. And my dad's like me anyway. He's like, but I try to pick up on stuff, and then that's usually what I will go try to get.
What'd you get me? You been picking up on any of my stuff?
Maybe you ain't told me nothing.
Yes. You haven't been listening. All right. Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse says, what a great life story. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And even Ben, he loved that Littles too. They were just, Ben connected really well with his brother and sister.
He did. They both had deep conversations that we never even knew about.
Oh, right.
I mean, we don't have to, but we found out after he passed, and it was awesome. Nanya Texas on the back 20 says, silver. It's the gift that gives.
Silver. Yep, that's right. It sure does. It's probably going up in market price too right now, the way everything else is.
And Piggy says, Pooch, you've done got your gift. That will last you a lifetime.
Ooh, you ain't kidding. That's the gift of a lifetime right there.
At least, Kikipu says, at least with money, they will never return it for something else. That's true. And they can go get what they want.
Yeah.
And Heather says that there are 30 watching, but 23 likes.
Oh, thanks for the 30. Y'all be sure to subscribe and like and come on back, because we usually have some pretty good shows here. And even Pretty does. And you just never know what's going to happen with Pooch and Pretty, or Pretty and Pooch.
Says it's been crazy here too. It doesn't feel like Christmas quite yet. I don't know what the deal is.
I gotta show Kickapoo something. I haven't done it all, or I don't think I've already showed all this. But
Gary, I hear you. You say I never really want anything, so I told my kids I wanted a DNA family history kit, but they had to get it. From all of them and all chip in. Yeah, I think those are pretty pricey. That's cool. That's a cool gift. I like that.
Yeah. And just real quick, like while you're scrolling and looking, for all you folks, and even Kickapoo, because I know Kickapoo gets into this stuff too, but we do a little sublimation and whatnot, and I've actually tried something I haven't tried before, and I was real excited to do it, but I had gotten some metal signs in order to sublimate on. And so I thought the first thing I'm going to make is something for Pretty and I. Well, it's for our Pretty and Pooch show, whatever. But LaDonna, check this out. Pretty and Pooch, that's on metal that I sublimated on there. I thought, that's awesome. my very first one. I'm sure I could do better. And the Pretty and Pooch is done in a neon light type style. So, but yeah, I'm ready to do some more of these. That was fun, and it actually worked out pretty well.
That's pretty cool, babe.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
good
it.
job.
But yep. So I'm gonna be doing some signage here pretty soon. So
Happy holiday, Merry Christmas to you too, Heather.
Yep.
Justin said, haha, Pooch wasn't listening.
Wow, what'd I miss?
When you said, I listen and take note of what everybody says they want for Christmas. And I said, oh, really? So what you going to get me? And he said, I don't know.
I know.
But I have.
I know you have.
And John Wick says, Pooch has selective hearing. It's a man thing. Okay.
That's right.
What else is going on around here?
But yeah, I'm ready to try some more of this sublimating on metal, license plates or whatever. And
Pure Okie is here.
Pure Okie. Hey. Yep. JB. Howdy, ma'am. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And speaking of JB, just because I know where she's located, who all in here is going to MT Homestead's Mid-America meetup in May? That's coming up. And I Pretty and Pooch plan on it. I don't know. I've got to look into the surrounding area and what they have accommodations wise and all that stuff. But Pretty and Pooch plan on coming to that, and I hope to see some more folks out there at that. I'm not sure of the count on it yet, but that ought to be fun just as well. And it'll be nice to see everybody out there.
Hi, Susie. She says, hey, Pretty, has Pooch been staying out of trouble? Yeah, I guess. He's been pretty good. He's been all right.
Thank you, Byron. That's pretty cool. That was really cool to make that. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're getting into the sign area there. Uh-oh, what'd she say, ESP?
ESP again. I was just going to ask you to show the metal work. Awesome.
Sweet.
It's Neil.
Yep, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was very cool. And I'm looking forward to do some more.
Byron says selective is a special feature and takes years of training to perfect.
Yeah, and MT Homestead says they're going.
Oh, they're going.
Yeah.
Cruising Scene says they liked the metal.
Oh, thank you.
Justin says he plans on going.
Sweet. Well, Pretty Pooch plan on going too, so.
Pure Okie, JB me is going.
I even looked into the lodges they have up there, but evidently, I don't know if they're already rented up, booked up, but they were showing up as none available during my time frame.
Yikes. Neil and Beth are going to try to go.
All right.
Heather says that she is talking to her parents to see if they can go, hopefully.
Ooh, nice.
Lori Karp is in the house. She says,
hey, Lori.
Pooch.
How are you, ma'am?
Homestead says if you go to the event page on their Facebook, click on the discussion tab, and I have links to the top hotels in the area from TripAdvisor.
Okay.
Also to 10 Killer Lodge and to the campground. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, 10 Killer Lodge. I went there, but they didn't seem to have availability or something. I don't know, because I definitely went into that.
Lori Karp, we're glad you're here.
But that ought to be a good one. Yee-hoo. All right, Oak. I think even Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is going, I believe. Or he's going to try to come. He's got a, and I think I even heard Maddie, Backwoods Mindset, trying to get. I'm sure being Mid-America, there's liable to be a good turnout, more than likely.
Justin said he needs to find a tent campsite.
Now, being May, it probably wouldn't be that bad of tent camping.
Hey, Brian said he's already booked for the MT event.
Hey, let me know where you booked at, Brian. Because I was trying to get into the lodge, and I don't think they might not even want Pooch over there. I don't know. But I could tent camp. I don't know that my Pretty would like to do that.
I can tent camp. We don't even have a tent.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. It's out in the shop. I got a Home Depot bucket toilet and all that stuff. Because I know baby ain't using that.
I'm sure they have some little.
No, it's primitive. It's real primitive, and you live and you to take care of business primitive out there. I'll have to take tarps and hang up in a tree and kind of do like a squared off area and dig a hole in the bucket with the toilet like seats, got the bottom of the bucket cut it. Then when we leave, we have to scoop the dirt back on it and cover it all up.
That's disgusting.
That's how it is. That's roughing it.
Oh. I don't know if I can do that, but
I wouldn't mind, actually. I've wanted to find a tent to put like those truck bed tents. That'd be kind of cool to have truck bed tent where you can just put like the tent over the bed of your truck and you can put an air mattress in it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, if I find one of them, that may be the route, because that would be fun. I'm gonna see if I can find me a truck bed.
See, okay, well, listen, I lived in the city of Crowley, which is a podunk town, but it was still the city of Crowley. I never lived out in the country. This first time I've lived out in the country. And MT Homestead says, I know a couple people who have booked at 10 Killer Lodge. We went by there and they said to call and book as soon as possible. Sometimes websites won't show dates that far out.
Oh, I better get on the horn then. I still hadn't, Brian still hadn't said where he's going to be at, but.
Kickapoo said, Tish says that is a strong no. That's exactly right. I don't know about sitting on a bucket and going poop.
Might have to go over there and see what's happening in JB's little area. If I still had my camper, I could pull that baby and go camp out in an RV slot somewhere. But
you sold it.
That'd be fun.
Carrie says it's not Timbuktu, Pooch. Pure. Okay, they have potty rooms in a shower house. You big old lie.
Maybe I ain't gonna go in. Maybe I ain't even gonna go into one of those kind of places.
I'll go to the potty room, but I'm not taking a shower, so you just live with that for the weekend. Oh, look, Brian's staying at an Airbnb.
Oh, now see, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like Airbnb, VRBO. That's what we did when we went to Pine Cove. Found a mid tiny house cabin out there, and that's what we stayed in.
That was
really nice.
Lori says, Pri and Pooch definitely get a fold-up cot, so much easier on the back instead of sleeping on the ground. That's true.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So Pooch can't do that.
We could just get a little mattress and sleep in the truck.
Well, yeah, I'll get an air mattress and put in the bed and have one of those. That I think that ought to be the way we go. That'd be fun. Actually, have fire pit out front and cook over the grill, open grill. And yeah, that's what we're doing.
Maybe. Well, where are we going poo-poo and all that?
I'm just opening the door on the truck and leaning up against the tire.
I ain't doing none of that. I'll go find Brian at use his bathroom.
Well, maybe we can. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out something, baby.
I just can't do that. That's gross.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We can handle it. All I know is the shower part of it. I mean, I don't know. But I think it's going to be a blast, and I can't wait.
I hope that this whole community here goes, because I'm so looking forward to meeting everybody that we interact with online, to finally put a face with a name, and in person. I mean, because you can go to people's YouTubes and see them on there, but to really meet
once you get that personal connection, that's when the relationship really starts to grow and you take off, Of course, I feel like I know each and every one of y'all anyway.
I know, right?
As on a personal situation. Practically do, because this is how we get to see each other. But, some of y'all have met in person, and it's awesome. And it's such a pleasure to know you folks. Let's see, there is an arrow.
Justin said it should be a lot of fun. That's
with
right.
2 bedrooms just behind JB Conway's. Oh, okay.
Oh, get with JB and get the phone number.
Yeah.
Other than that, she only has 2 open RV slots for that time frame.
Oh, nuts. Because you could always rent an RV.
Lori says, get a small pop-up tent and put a potty seat in it like a camper-style potty.
Yep.
Hey, okay, we'll do that.
That's right. You can do that.
Make sure you bring your poo-poo spray, because it's a bad deal. Bad deal. Everybody start packing up and leaving.
Blaming me.
Yeah. There's a B&B 2-bedroom right next door to me. It is cool to meet people in person.
Oh, heck yeah. We've stayed, we
I'm
went to
excited.
Colorado. Remember when we stayed in the Airbnb in Colorado at that little house thing at the back when we went to
Oh yeah.
that was cool
In
too.
Denver, yeah.
Yep.
Went to a wedding. Kickapoo says, believe me, you're better off only seeing my name. No.
Oh, heck no.
That's a big
I
no.
get to see your videos you send me too. So, and that's awesome when you do that.
So that'll be exciting.
Uh-huh.
So that's in May.
And then, of course, sometime, hopefully this summer, we get to go up to, and hopefully get to see Piggy and Elaine.
Yes.
So that'll be fun as well.
Yep. We're looking forward to that.
Yep.
We're going to make that happen.
Yep. I'm going to go see Piggy and Elaine. I've been telling them I'm going to come knocking on their door one day, and I'm going to be hungry. And I ain't going to have to say, where's my fork? I'm going to have it. Because that's what I ain't heard Piggy say that in a long time on video intro or outros. Must have done away with it.
Lori said, Pooch can use the public restroom. Private potty is for women only. That is exactly right. Yeah, you go in there and use that public restroom.
Oh, public restroom? Heck, I don't need any of that. I'm fine out in the open.
Brian said, I would say you better get on that, Pooch.
If you see me go out into the water, don't come out around near me out there.
Stinky.
Leave some fish bait and
y'all get away
warm in the water.
I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. I was gonna say what you said when you came in from the outside banyo the other day, but Pure Okie says just bring some sawdust or pine shavings for the potty bucket.
Yep, treasure hunter knows where's my fork. Love it.
Kickapoo says, yeah, but my teeth keep falling out. I, by nature, am a smiley person, and I don't like to smile now.
Who said that?
Kickapoo.
Oh, no, ma'am.
We love you.
Smile, sure
That's
do.
Right. Teeth or no teeth, we don't care.
That's right. Don't care at all.
Carrie said, you better be nice because she fishes that lake.
Oh.
We can kill all the fish. Not a good deal.
That wouldn't be a good deal. Boy, Carrie can catch some fish too. I love watching those jug videos. And pretty, you talk about some pretty fish. Those blues, man, they're so fresh and clean looking out there. That must be what lake is it? I forgot what lake it was, but yeah, they are some nice, clean, beautiful looking fish.
MG Homestead says, the shower house at the campground has flushing toilets, so you're good, Pooch.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Well, I don't know. It's not all of that. It's just I'm almost a germaphobe. I just cannot stand to touch, be around.
That's my deal.
Anything, especially public. But, and no offense to our friends, I don't even like doing jack at anybody's place. I got to be in my own environment. I just can't. I don't know why.
That said no peeing in the lake.
That's just me.
Justin
I dang sure don't want to leave any damage wherever I'm at. So,
Justin wants to know if anyone wants to help him find a campsite. That's Justin at Back Road Freedom. Anybody want to help?
Yeah, I need to get on that so we can book it and whatever we do. But I still think truck bed tent camping would be awesome.
Let's do that.
Because it's probably nice and cool still in May. It'd be a fun thing to do.
Hopefully it's not raining.
Yeah.
What else? Carrie says that she is fishing Arcadia Lake with jugs. They're very pretty fishies.
Yeah, they are. Sure are. Nothing like a good blue, and those things are nice and pretty, clean and healthy too. That's something I haven't had. Well, when did we have a fish fry last? We had a catfish fry. It's been a couple years because my dad and them like having fish fries, and used to we'd go catch it all too. But my dad's older now, and I don't like cleaning fish really anymore. So the only type of fish that I would clean, and it would be a catch and cook, would probably be crappie, and it would be cooked on the spot. That would probably be the only fish I would go out and catch and cook on the spot. Catfish, I don't like messing with them no more. I'll go down and buy a bunch of fresh catfish and then take care of it myself then.
Mike says the Army broke me of doing my business in private.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to do it in front of nobody, but you know, I'll drop trowel anywhere.
I doubt that. Gary says, dude, we could totally have a fish fry at the meetup.
Ooh, that would be
Nice
nice.
idea.
Heck yeah, it would. I got a big deep fryer I could bring. Hush puppies and shrimp and whatever, all of it. Catfish. But I used to make those. Used to love catching crappie and making crappie fish sandwiches on the spot. And good stuff right there. Good eating and everything. But yeah, here pretty quick. Well, man, time's getting. But Pretty has got double duty tonight. Pretty's going to be on with the Vineyard Farmhouse as his co-host at 9 o'clock. So everybody, after MT Homestead, which is coming up here pretty quick, you want to see Pretty again, going over to Vineyard Farmhouse and watch his live tonight. I think it's an open mic, so there will be opportunities for anybody to dial in, phone in, link in, and share anything that's on your mind. Pooch might even get in the act over there a little bit, but I'm going to try to let them do their thing. And
well, you hop on in if you have, and I'll ask you some questions.
You've asked me questions.
I've got some questions. Yeah, that'd be great. You guys hop on in since it is open mic, and it's the first time for me to co-host. I'm usually hosting my own radio show, so it's going to be fun. I'm excited. And MT Homestead's up next.
Yep, and MT Homestead's up next, and Back Road Freedom's in there. And that was cool that him and I got to sit in a couple weeks ago and just chit chat and run. Actually, we were doing double duty. I was then when MT was out sick. They were out, was it last week? Week before last. Week before last. Yeah. While they were out. And I carried over my show and kind of did the same thing, and Justin got to come in, so we got to hang out together for a little bit in there. We'll have to do that again sometime too, Justin. It's pretty fun. But 7:58. But I know everybody needs. We got 25 folks in here.
Yeah,
everybody
thanks for coming in.
Appreciate all the folks that have came in.
And all the feedback and all the talk. And
I appreciate all the shout outs. I appreciate all the love, all the likes, and all the subscribers. Pooch has gone up a few more notches in the subscriber count here recently.
Good, Oak. I'm so glad Oak's coming in. Carrie's coming in.
All right, sweet. That'd be cool. And I would love for you and Oak to be able to meet sometime.
Justin said, I don't like questions, Tish.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine, Justin. You don't have to come in. And so before we go, I mean, anybody that we don't see before Christmas, you guys have a Merry Christmas, and
please, everybody have a Merry Christmas
and Happy New Year, and just safe travels to and from. Enjoy your time that you spend with your family. Stay unplugged, when you're with your family, because after the week that we had losing my sister-in-law, losing two people back to back, it really,
her nephew and then her dad. That was in a matter of 2 weeks. Yeah. So that was pretty heavy blow to them folks. But so hopefully we can squeeze in Christmas Day or something. I've even got a video because we actually built gingerbread houses the other night. I built one, she built one, and the kids built one each. So I'm going to throw them up, and they got to be voted on and counted on to see who built the best one. I'll get that up here pretty quick so y'all can watch that. And
I think so too, Brian. He says spring for the Airbnb, Pooch. The weather could be crappy. I think so too. And everyone says that they have a friend named Pooch and Pretty.
Thank you.
How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
And hopefully we get some new merchandise going here pretty soon. Some merch, Pretty and Pooch stuff.
So excited to bring that up.
Definitely have to bring some of that up there. But anyway, folks, 8 o'clock,
Thank you, Treasure
Mike
Hunter.
and Terry, MT Homestead's coming up. Be sure and check them out. And Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse, co-host Pretty from No Judgment Here is co-host. So y'all be sure and go over there and check them out. But everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see y'all again soon. Love you. Everybody needs a friend named Pooch. They call me Pooch.
And Pretty.
Come on.